The seniors are a special group, no doubt. They're excellent in the classroom, they're excellent in the gym, they're blossoming as leaders on the court, and they're really doing a great job at nurturing this underclassmen, this freshman class, um, both on and off the court, because they're just great people. Um, and they're funny and they're fun to be around and they're good recruiters and they're just have really as a class done more for this program than probably any other class in our history. We certainly had shining individuals that have done things like that, but as a class, this is a really special group.
When coming in as freshmen, there were 7 of us, and now there's 5, so we definitely have a lot of experience playing together. We understand what each other needs on the court and what exactly we need from each other to succeed.
And I'm really excited about the freshman class as well. That group of 7, we really don't have anybody who's struggling to keep up. They're all improving very quickly. They're all having the ability to really challenge the upperclassmen in drills, whether it be for playing time or just making them better. I'm really proud of them.
I think it helps that since there are so many freshmen, we have almost just as many seniors, so it's almost like we kind of have like a one-on-one thing, so we can each kind of mentor a player if we have to, and so it at least helps that there's so many of us to help guide them along and just teach them with our experience.
And we also came in as a class of 7, so we know exactly what they're at right now. We know how they're feeling, so it's really easy to relate with them because we've been there a few years past.
Casey's as a sophomore, she had a full-time playing role last year as a defensive specialist, and her experience is very important to us in practice. And the junior class is very strong with just the 2 of them, with Jill and Sam, but they're both excellent volleyball players, and they're both really starting to grow into that leadership role. And in fact, I kind of feel like they're playing like seniors. So I really have 7 kids that are playing really, really experienced and owning their abilities and owning their roles and really, really focused on making their teammates better around them. Our goal is to make your teammates better because then your job is that much easier. If you surround yourself with better players, then we're going to find success on the court. So being able to direct traffic on the court and be able to give insightful information about what just happened and how we're going to make adjustments for the next play is really a beneficial thing to have.
I think that we learned that we have to come out really strong, because if we just wait till the end after we're down 2 games and then have to play really hard, we just make everything so much harder on ourselves. So I think that we definitely know that this year we need to make it a point to come out strong and be on our A game from the first point.
And we also, in those 5-set matches, won the first 2 and then lost the next 3. So we really want to focus on closing our games this year and not letting other teams beat us. We were beating ourselves, basically. We let them in.
Well, I definitely want them to have a better season in terms of efficiencies. Whether it's just you're looking at statistical hitting efficiencies or passing efficiencies, but most importantly, it's about error control and knowing when to take big swings to score and when to keep the ball in play, and ultimately to make our opponents beat us. I think we've got a very strong core group, and we don't want to be the team that gives it away. We want to walk off the court saying we've played as hard as we could, we've done the best we could, and if we lost, then it's because our opponent beat us, not because we beat ourselves with silly errors.
I think it's important that we really take our conference games seriously and really go out hard throughout the whole season. That way we have a higher seed going into playoffs. We don't want to put ourselves in a tough position like we did last year. So really making sure we take care of business early in the season and come out strong.
Yeah, I think it's just important that we get a good seed going in to playoffs for sure, and not just sneak our way in like we did last year. And I mean, I know we all definitely want to make it farther than we have any other year for us seniors, because it seems like we've made it to about the same spot in PSAC playoff every year.
To go in there into every single match to just play our best and play smart. I like to call it controlled aggression. And to walk off the floor every night knowing that you gave your best, I think is important for us. Every single match that we play in the PSAC is going to be a tough match, and we've got to go in with our A game and expect greatness out of ourselves and our opponents. You know, duly respect for them when we walk on the court, knowing that we can't come in and go through the motions. We've got to get it done from start to finish, which was a lesson that we learned last year with losing 10 out of 12 5-set matches, to just not be able to finish strong, where we would oftentimes start very strong but either lose focus or get worn down. And I see a lot less of that, or I anticipate a lot less of being worn down, because we have a lot of depth this year, and I'm really excited about that. So I think subbing, and the NCAA went to 15 subs instead of 12, which is going to be very advantageous for us because of the depth that we have, and I'm excited about that. But I actually enjoy being in a conference that is, shall I say, the strongest conference in our region, because typically, or in years past, because that makes us better every time we step in the gym. You know, it's not just practice where we're getting better. We need to get better in the gym when we're competing as well, and expect great things out of our opponents. Playing crossovers is very tough, because you're playing two strong teams in one day for 2 days in a row, and that can be very fatiguing as well. Whereas this year I also feel we're in a better position because of the depth that we have, where we were not quite as deep last year, and we would show signs of fatigue by the end of a long 5-set match, especially when you're playing 3 and 4 of them in 2 days. So I'm very excited and positive about the outlook of our season and the potential of our season. And I think the really important thing for us is to continue to get better every single day and to stay healthy.